Hello, and welcome to Club Moffat Talks. I'm Joseph McNeely. I'm the instruction librarian here at Moffat. Um, Say who you are, people.
Sam.
I am Sam Italis. I'm the Digital Services and Content Specialist.
And I am Austin Long. I am the night circulation manager here at Moffat Library.
All right. And as per usual, we can start off with, the things we've been reading, watching, playing, whatever. Do either of you feel like going first today?
Those guys.
Dang it. Um,
Gotta be quick with it.
I haven't really been doing all that much lately. I haven't been playing video games as much as I've used to.
Mhm.
Nothing has hit the spot. Nothing has hit the spot.
Yeah.
The itch quite isn't there.
The itch has not been scratched. I've been looking and I have been not disappointed, but just unsatisfied.
Mhm.
Austin gave me this book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I've been
Oh,
reading that
nice.
every so often.
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
Yes. Mm, I've mostly been busy creating jewelry
Mm.
for Art Walk in particular. Art Walk was just last week.
Mhm.
So a lot of my time was making glasses weights, making rings.
Yeah.
they are very very good.
Speak up. Your mic is not catching
Ah,
you.
my apologies. Yes, they are very good. Yes, I've seen them in person and they are very good quality.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm tired. My fingers, straight up, my fingertips. I've been using my fingertips as pliers, and
Ooh.
they have calluses. I now have calluses on my fingers, and I could hammer a nail with these.
Uh,
Uh, Go ahead,
oh,
Joe.
oh, that's just good. That's something that my dad used to be able to do in his
Hmm.
uh, youth. When he was a young man, he worked in a factory, putting um, uh, like sinks and toilets into the furnace to be, baked. So he worked near the furnace for multiple hours every day. And basically, his entire body became calloused, and specifically his hands. And he had a lot of upper body strength because of that factory work. But he won bets and stuff because he could hammer a nail with the palm of his hand. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, just, yeah.
There's a guy on TikTok that was like, what is it? He rubs dog medicine or something like that onto his hands, and then he'll like sink his hand directly down into like a big bucket of like rocks or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's I don't know what it's doing to his skin, but he legitimately like he can sand things with his skin, with his just his hand. Like he'll have a piece of wood and it's like jagged and stuff from like a bad cut or something like that, and he'll just sand it smooth. Uh,
Okay. That's
just
terrifying.
something crazy. I don't know. That's what that reminded me of. Hopefully you're not going that far, Sam.
No,
Uh,
but the my skin has not been happy.
Mm.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little me, by comparison, has been relatively daintily handled. All I've been doing is either playing like Stardew Valley, which is something that I'm still new at, but I've been enjoying that. That's been a lot of fun. I've also been trying to compare and contrast three different translations of the Popol Vuh, which is the Mayan creation story slash myth, depending on what word you'd like to use. I've heard both. Both are accepted. But I have been very slowly doing that because I'm also racing my friend to see who can finish For Whom the Bell Tolls first. He is winning now because he has a lot more spare time. Uh, Again, not doing these. I am very multi like everywhere all at once, not anywhere really focused. Other than that, though, that's all the books that I've been reading. I have been watching a lot more anime recently, just to like say that I have again because for a while I stopped, but figured I'd pick it up again. I am thoroughly impressed by the slice of life genre, not expecting to like it as much as I have been. Uh, I like character depth, I guess. Who would have figured?
Have you gotten around to watching Mob Psycho?
Honestly, no. I at the moment am still stuck on two at the same time. There's one of them that's called You and I Are Polar Opposites. Go figure what the premise is. Um, that one's been just fun, though it uses a lot of modern lingo. Like me and Sam's Gen Z lingo, which is very jarring to hear in English, but like in a professional level. So it's still kind of odd to my ear. The other one that I've been watching is something called To Your Eternity, or To You Eternity, rather. That one's been really interesting. I don't have a full opinion on it yet, but a lot of stuff with like mourning and passing on and remembering memories through the memories of your deceased ones.
Mm.
Uh, and it's been a really fascinating thing. The reviews on it are very odd as well. Again, like I said, I'm still formulating my opinion on it, but that's been a thing I've been watching as well. Having a very good time doing that.
Cool.
What about you, Joe? What you been up to lately?
Well, I think I've probably mentioned on earlier episodes that we do a thing where we switch out what streaming services we have because it's not economical to have all of them at the same time. And honestly, you can't watch all of that.
Nope.
But right now we have the AMC Plus streaming. And so we watched the new season of the vampire Anne Rice thing, which I thought was funny because like the first couple of seasons, the show was called Interview with the Vampire, but this season was called The Vampire Lestat, and next season I think is going to be called Queen of the Damned. It's still the same series, but instead of just
Interesting.
calling it, The Vampire Chronicles or whatever, they've been giving it titles from Anne Rice's books. But that was kind of fun. And I've been watching some other things on that channel. There was a TV series that we just finished. It was just it, probably better called a mini series because it's not going to continue. It's just a single season, but a 6 episode version of the Ipcris File, which was a book and then was a movie years ago, like in the 60s, with Michael
Wow.
Caine. And it was cool. It had that nice 60s nostalgia vibe. Honestly, I thought an interesting difference was that the series, which is not brand new, it was like 2020 or so, but is actually not as surreal as the movie was because the movie was made in the 60s and it's about brainwashing and like psychological torture and stuff. And the movie was really psychedelic. Like they really wanted to show you the disco lights and the images flashing and all of that in the movie. And that was not the focus of the series. The series was
Yeah.
more dramatic and dealing with like the spy factor and stuff, but that was pretty cool. Um, and then I had done a thing where I decided that I needed to ignore my to be read pile and start reading some things just for fun. And the thing that I read most recently, I happen to have a copy here.
Oh,
This book by Kate McKinnon. It's Millicent Quibb, School of Etiquette for Young Ladies of Mad Science. Um,
hell yeah.
it's a really fun book. I really recommend that you should read it. Go to a bookstore, buy it, go to your local library and check it out. This is actually our library's copy. It's one of the books that we added to our collection this year. Um,
Come on down.
yeah. But it reminds me, what does it remind me of? It's like a cross between Lemony Snicket and Lewis Carroll because it's clever, but it's also bizarre. Um, and yeah, it was a good fun read.
Yeah.
Um, and we haven't done it yet, but we're probably going to go see the new Spider-Man movie like soon.
Yeah.
Our daughter went and saw it and gave it a fairly high rating. So
That is also, I forgot to mention that I did see that with my
uh,
partner recently,
yeah,
and I have mixed feelings about it.
okay,
We have mixed feelings about it because mine are not great and Ashton's are great.
okay,
Ashton really liked it.
okay.
No spoilers. I
No
don't know
spoilers.
when I'm
No,
gonna see it, but I'm wanting to see it too.
uh, I I have not seen it myself yet. My daughter and her husband went and saw it and rated it a 7.5 out of 10, which is a nice solid rating, you know.
Yeah,
So
above average.
we'll go check it out and see what we think.
Hell yeah.
I'd give it a 3.
Three
Ooh,
out of
tough
10.
crowd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Tough critic.
Oof. Tough, tough.
I don't think I'm liking superhero movies anymore. I also recently, not super recently, but about a couple, like a week or so before I saw Spider-Man, I saw Supergirl.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed that one more, but I had both when I watched Supergirl and Spider-Man, I had zero expectations. Like I never saw the trailer.
Hmm.
I never saw spoilers, so I just immediately came into it. So I didn't have any expectations, and yet still with Supergirl, they were fine. Like it was okay. But then with Spider-Man, I think because it's such a titular character, I was just disappointed.
Hmm.
I would say I would actually give them okay, well, that's not true. I was about to say I would give them the same rating, but the Supergirl I enjoyed more, but I think was just as good of a movie as Spider-Man, if that makes sense.
So on like a objective scale, probably both got like a X rating, but on a personal level, you would rate them very differently.
I it's yeah. I feel like you can like things that are objectively not great, you know?
Oh yeah. My
Yeah.
favorite movie is Dragonheart. Are we kidding me?
Yeah.
Love that movie.
So so even though I had some complaints about Spider-Man, I didn't like it. Or I can agree that it's a fine movie. I just really didn't like it.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right.
That is all. That is all.
Okay. We can have more discussions about that after everyone here has actually seen it.
Hmm,
Yeah.
I will
write that
probably
down.
still be the only one that doesn't like it.
Probably.
Maybe. I mean, it's just like okay. I enjoy superhero movies in general, but that being said, I've seen several that I very much did not like that I thought were really terrible movies. So, I mean, we'll
Every
see.
time I see one, I think the thing that drives me away from them the most would be anytime they start messing with multiverses. I think the plot and the scripts just go straight down. I don't
It's
know
like
why. What?
spread too thin.
Yeah. What's that one quote that Bilbo says? Too little butter over too much bread.
Yeah.
Like that's what the scripts feel like whenever they even try multiverses.
Yeah.
So that's been a big like ant thing of theirs recently. Even Avengers Doomsday, I think, is still going to have that ick with me. Whether or not it does, who knows? Hasn't come out yet. All I know is that during December, there's another movie that I'm looking forward to. Oh my God, I'm going to IMAX theaters the day of Dune 3's release. I am so hyped for Dune. You guys don't even know. I memorized that war chant down to the syllable.
What's the nearest IMAX to us?
I actually don't remember off the top of my head.
There's probably one in Denton. Um, I
I
don't
don't know
know.
why my gut feeling is telling me DFW.
Yeah. in general, I like Denton better than DFW, just
Fair.
for vibe reasons, you know.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
technically the closest one is in Lawton.
yeah.
Not bad, actually. Not bad. Regardless, like I said, day one, I'm getting all the collector's edition stuff. Dune is going to be my baby. I saw that flashbang, Sam. That I feel sorry for you. Uh, you have that big monitor too, so it's even worse for
I have
you.
two big monitors.
Yeah, rough. But
But
like Doomsday, or what is it? Yeah, Doomsday, Avengers
Yeah.
Doomsday,
Yeah.
not even on my radar when Dune is right there. I'm going for that big daddy.
yeah,
Okay.
Ah,
the it's not exactly in Denton. It's technically in Highland Village, but
oh goodness.
it's in that corner of Dallas, so it's
Okay.
Denton.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Did anyone have any? Okay, let me. Ugh. Um,
Can
Turn
you
down the
turn the
gamma.
brightness down?
I don't care. Has
Your eyes.
anyone else received the question of like, oh, where in Texas are you from? And instead of saying Wichita Falls, has said Dallas, even though we are nowhere near Dallas, technically, like over 100 miles. Because I have done that.
I haven't.
That I don't think that's a question I really get asked.
I Well, because I'm a military kid, so
True.
whenever people have
Ah,
asked me, like, oh, where are you from? I don't have an answer
Yeah.
because I was born in North Carolina, but I only lived there for 3 years. Um, before I lived in Texas, I lived in Japan, but only for 4 years.
Mhm.
Um, but now I've lived in Texas for the last like 15, and don't really, not that I don't consider Texas home, but I don't consider Texas where I'm from, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
It's where
no,
I
I
live. It's where I've been for the majority of my life. So whenever someone's like, "Oh, where are you from?" I just panic and say Dallas. Even
I
though
think
we
that's
don't
a
live there.
very military kid type of response because I have a friend who also had to move around a ton, like from Washington down to Louisiana, then eventually over here somewhere like that. So they always say like the biggest thing closest to them, just so that
Hmm.
they get recognition from people rather than, hey, do you know where this random town is in the middle of nowhere that happens to have a military base in it? It is, oh yeah, of course I know exactly what that is. I have no idea what they're saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're avoiding that whole interaction.
Although it's funny to call myself a military kid when my parents divorced when I was 7,
That's great.
and I haven't moved since I got to Texas. So the fact that like I'll say, "Oh yeah, I was a military kid," and people will be like, "Oh, so you've moved around a lot." I've only moved 3 times in my life,
You did
technically.
cover a lot of ground, though.
Yeah, I went from yeah, North Carolina all the way to Japan and then all the way back to Texas in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was technically in the
Well,
middle of nowhere in North Carolina too.
I beg to
Fayetteville,
differ
I think.
because we're here at Moffett Library. That's somewhere.
That's
Kabam,
somewhere
got a self
big.
promo.
I don't know if it's like a generational thing or whatever, but like in my experience, military folk don't tell you they're from San Antonio or Dallas or Amarillo. They give you the name of the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll say, I'm from Shepherd or Dias or Randolph or, whatever. Uh,
I just don't expect people to know where Shepherd is. So,
Fair.
yeah, but that's just the thing though. I mean, it's like when we lived in Ohio, we lived in Heath, which was a
hmm
suburb of Newark. And there's people that wouldn't know where Newark, Ohio is. And to say you
hmm
were living in a suburb of it, you're like, what? And I mean, it's similar here. Like, I feel like most people wouldn't know where Wichita Falls is. And if you said you were from Iowa Park or Jolly or Electra or Burke Burnett, they'd be like, what? You know.
hmm
But
Yeah, that's why
but
I say Dallas.
yeah,
Or
Yeah. I mean, it's
Sometimes I've said Texoma. I've said Texoma.
Texoma, sure, sure. Uh, I think that that's a fair thing, or just under the Red River, you know. Yeah. You can get geographical with it, west of Dallas and south of Oklahoma. Uh,
Uh, Southeast of Mount Wichita.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's I feel about and I mean it's your backstory. You can tell people whatever you want, you know.
It's your own lore, man.
It's
But
my own
but
lore.
no, I just feel like it's sort of like it's sort of like your name. It's like you can just tell people who you are, where it's like, so if they say where you're from, Wichita Falls, it's like, oh, I don't know where that is. It's like,
Cool. You
yeah,
won't.
yeah, atlases exist. Look it up.
That's
It's
fair.
well, because that's the thing too. It's not your job to do their homework.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, a general rule of working in a library. It's like we're here to help you find answers. We're not here to give you answers, you know?
AI. What? Yeah, no, I picked up a cough somewhere. I don't know where that came from.
Uh-huh.
It must have been the wind.
It
It
gosh,
was
there's
the
a reason
wind.
all of a sudden. My armchair. My armchair? The arm of my chair.
Armrest.
We're good. That thing. Anyway.
Okay.
Me and Austin have been writing stories. I don't know if Austin would be okay with us talking about that.
More than
Yep,
okay with
bro doesn't care.
Okay.
it. I am all for sharing it. I like writing, and it is a passion of mine.
Yeah, we've come to a business agreement where we're like we're gonna be writing stories and then we're gonna read each other's stories and give like our opinions and stuff and
That's
help
awesome.
Yeah.
each other with developing
Sam
our
is very
storyline.
like pinpoint about like getting to the plot points
Mhm.
or very direct. I think that's a word that Sam used with their own writing. I like writing things like the smell of colors for like I like to feel how I do it rather than like a direct way of doing it. So us bouncing each other off of each other with our writing styles, that's helped. But that's been a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say grounded,
Yeah.
direct and grounded. And in terms of I try to stick with what is happening, how and not how it's happening, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, but it's kind of like inspired by I say inspired by even though I haven't actually technically read Stephen King. I've read Stephen King's On Writing for a college assignment.
Sure.
So
Yeah. He
that's
doesn't know what
similar
he's talking
enough.
about, but that's okay.
Yeah, my writing is based off of because I graduated with an English minor. Um, and a lot of my professors were the kind of writers that like one of my assignments was write I forget what the specific assignment was. I think it was just write a story, a short story, not technically a short story, but like as and make it as short as you possibly can, like less than 500 words. So we had a challenge of writing something less than five, which not even half a page
Right.
to get to like plot point A to plot point B.
Hmm.
That's the kind of they were really focused on intentionality
Hmm.
and all of that stuff. So,
Yeah.
um, oh my gosh, I forget who my favorite professor was.
You're blending me through your face cam. My goodness. But yeah, that's something new that we've been doing. Speaking of some stuff that's new, Joe, what's the subject for today's podcast?
I believe that we were had talking about uh, new beginnings, and
Yeah,
so it sounds like this project that you two are working on together is a new beginning kind of a thing.
yeah, I would say so at least because at least for me personally, while Sam is pulling up the info that they're looking for me, collaboratively working on writing, that's still new, but
Yeah,
I love having different perspectives on the same thing.
yeah,
So having like another voice put in their opinion or put in things that they would change or ways that they think that I could improve and vice versa. It's a very new but very welcome change. And I am very glad that we decided to, because I think both of us had been talking about our stories for like a week or two
mhm,
before we decided to start, and that happened about 2 weeks ago from now, right, Sam? That sounds about right.
Hmm. Yeah, about.
So it's been a really nice exchange back and forth because like again, going with directness, I actually kind of envy how fast a lot of her writing goes.
mhm.
It's like I tend to get stuck. What's that one quote? I
Two
get lost in
pages,
my
two.
feelings.
One of the first ones, which not to describe Austin's own story, but it's essentially about an immortal guy and a vampire and his vampire wife. And you ruminated about 2 pages on just them like laying in bed together and then getting up. And it
Yeah,
was 2 pages of just a conversation and like feelings and stuff like that.
I
Which,
do want to point out that, to be fair, about a quarter of that was a dude having a prophecy shoved into his
yes.
brain. So there is a bit of that. So let's not be too simplistic here.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, it was long. I hated it. It was terrible. No, that's just what it was, and I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing because, like you said, there's a prophecy, and also it's the beginning of the story, so you kind of have to set the scene.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've
But I just thought it was funny that it took so long to get from point A to point B.
I'm working with my daughter. She's proofreading a book that I wrote, and she's brilliant, and I love her input. It's it's very insightful, and it's not just that she has a different perspective, a different worldview than I do. It's also that she's such a avid reader. She's like, as a reader, it bothers me to come to this point and see this. It's like this is giving me this vibe. Is that what you intended? And things like that. Another thing she was talking about that I thought was really interesting was that you can often tell like what a writer is really into. Like some writers really love to write dialogue, and like dialogue is their passion. Or some writers really do love description, and you can just feel their descriptions. And she said that from reading my stuff, it seems like I'm most into world building and connecting,
Yeah.
connecting stuff. And I was like, that's probably fair.
I
But
cannot find, sorry,
no, you're fine. What you got?
I cannot find the main professor that inspired me.
Yeah.
I found I had three professors that I would say were big inspirations for me.
Mhm.
Um, One of them was Ross Wilcox. He's the one that assigned Stephen King's On Writing.
Mhm.
He was so freaking funny. And he was a good, in my mind, like a successor to my favorite professor. I cannot remember his name. I've emailed him before on my personal email, so maybe I can find that. And then his first name is Amos. He was the video games writing professor. I
Mhm.
took a video games writing course, and that was super fun.
Cool.
Um, I got to write a script for the first time, and like in specific, really like script format.
Mhm.
And that was fun. Anyway, that was that. It's gonna bug me now. It's gonna bug me.
Alas,
Yeah.
what we cannot control.
I know.
I
Speaking of things that might have some, I'm trying a segue and it's not quite working. Hey Sam, you also have something else that's going on that's brand new to you, right?
Do I? Hold on.
You keep telling us about it.
My my stories?
No, the moving part. You're moving. Aren't you
Oh,
like
oh my God,
moving into
that's not
that
even a new
house?
begin. That has
What does whoa mean? That's a whoa.
we
What does
haven't
that
actually moved in together yet. I'm
what?
still, yeah, I know. I'm still living with my mom.
I thought that you guys were moving on with that.
No, I'm
Well, there
so
was
upset
another
about it.
thing then. I must be confusing them. That you said that you had a new beginning. I have one
No,
minor one, but that's all I have.
I'll um I mean, what I finished the first like large project first large project here with my time at Moffett Library. So now there's a fresh new start of like, okay, what's next?
Yes.
Although I say, oh, I finished, I still need to make the podcast trainings video. That's going to take a little bit longer. Also, Joe, I
Mhm.
you used the podcast studio, or you made the last podcast training video. There's
Yes.
something going on where it doesn't work like it used to. So I would like if we went and stopped over by there to see what's going on.
Okay.
We might have to call AT, but still.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. Yeah.
but yeah, right now in terms of moving, my partner kind of wants to get out of Texas,
Fair.
which means that we can't necessarily buy a house because then we would be stuck here for 5 years at the minimum. Um, but my family is here, so I'm trying to do like a compromise of like, can we live in Denton? Because that's a bluer region.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and I could still be close to family, but it's a negotiation. So we're kind of stuck and just saving as much money as possible, which I have not been doing. I've
Rut
been
row.
I have been purchasing art supplies
Mhm.
out the wazoo. I lost money at Art Walk, technically. Oh, of course I did.
I
It's
didn't know it was a thing that you made money back on.
made money at huh?
I didn't
I,
realize there's a thing that you made money on. Like I thought it was just like a thing that they do like in the art gallery here at Fane, where they just kind of have a night where everything is just shown off in their exhibit. I didn't realize it was a sell thing place.
Yes, Art Walk is vending.
yeah.
People
Didn't know
vend
that.
out, yeah, people vend out little things that they've been creating. There's a food stall area, there's art areas, there's miscellaneous things. They usually do this really neat, like, okay, well, I say usually. It's been a new, hey, actually, wait, another new beginning. Art Walk
Yes.
has, Art Walk was canceled for a short while, um, because downtown development, yes, downtown development, I think was in charge of Art Walk, but because it was free in the beginning to go out and to vend and have a booth and stuff like that. So they started losing money because it would take so much resources to set up the event. But now I think it's owned by a private organization. I get an email from Potencio Projects, so whatever that means.
Yeah.
Um, so now it's owned by a little private, probably for profit. I don't know if it's a for profit or a nonprofit, but now we are charged. Now we are charged. The art vendors are charged only like $5.
Mhm.
Um, the miscellaneous people, I'm not sure how much they're charged, but the food people apparently get charged at the wazoo, which makes sense because I only ever, oh, and also drinks. People buy drinks there all the time. So if you're a food or drink vendor, I think it's like 25,
Mhm.
My
maybe
goodness.
maybe it's more. I'm
Mhm.
not sure.
Mhm.
But the food is the most popular,
Sure.
which is a shame because it's called Art Walk, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't well, I'm not gonna say people don't actually buy art. People don't buy my art. No, that's not true. I think
They hate you
They hate
specifically.
me specifically. A lot of my art is from when I made it in college is very queer and um has a lot of sexual themes.
Mm.
So that is a little off-putting to this environment, but I try to attract the alternative, um, a little bit more niche groups in Wichita Falls. You know, you got to find your niche.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's
By
what
the way,
I'm,
Joe, do you say niche or niche?
yeah.
Niche.
I
Okay,
did,
good.
I said
You
niche
use
now
both.
because okay, I say niche specifically when we're talking about business. Like for me, business, it's niche. But anything else, it's niche.
Interesting.
Okay.
So
I
like
would
the
distinction.
phrase of find your niche.
All right. Also, when we're dealing with flimsy film that goes into a reader of some sort for literature preservation purposes, that is microfiche. That is not microfish.
Hmm.
Microfish is what whales eat.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Microfiche is a medium for literature preservation.
That sounds French. I don't know
I
why.
hate the French.
That just sounds like something that they would say. Like they would say, microfiche." Like that's
I'll
what it
tell you
sounds
what.
like.
I'll tell you what. Batman says fiche.
Okay.
It's French. I can't support him anymore.
I don't care. This is like if it's good enough for Batman, it's good enough for you, Austin.
You know what? I'm down for it. We support the man in black here.
That's right.
Uh, if we're continuing on the train of the art walk stuff, I am still new to the whole art world myself. I'm not dabbling in the art world itself. However, um, one of the professors at Thane here, Dr. Limer, she is a specialist in like Mesoamerican cultures. It mixes with my history major in the subject. And a new thing that me and her are wanting to do is meet up every now and then during the semester during her office hours. And this is partly why I'm doing the Popol Vuh translation comparisons, because I want to see what's different. And then a new thing that me and her are doing with that is like we're basically like swapping notes all the time, which I love talking about something that I'm hyper specific about because I very rarely ever get to at such a degree, especially with somebody that I would consider above me in the subject, which again is even more rare. It's like finding a unicorn. I love Dr. Limer, by the way. If you ever have a chance, to anybody listening, as well as you two, I highly recommend talking with Dr. Limer. She is a wonderful woman. And a lovely experience. I only had one class with her, but by goodness, I felt so welcomed that entire time. That was a whole new world for me. Very exciting to actually be a part of that as well. Thane is also just wonderful. That's a whole new world for me too, especially considering I had been kept up in Proto-Jaeger for pretty much all 5 of my years. So dipping my toe in for my last semester into Thane was definitely a new experience for me. I'm very glad that I did meet Dr. Limer, mostly through reputation, but also just because it just fit. And what's that thing? Fate brings like-minded individuals together or something like that. I don't know. Sounds about right.
Sounds
That
good.
was fun.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you, Joe?
What about me?
Yeah,
Humble
what about you?
beginnings.
What's new in your world, Joe? What you got?
Oh, goodness.
Put you on the spot.
Thanks. Uh, not a lot of new. I'm working on this writing project with my daughter. Um, and it's interesting to this is not the first time that her input has turned me into a better person, but it's a fun project to be doing. Um, I just put together a piece of furniture over the weekend. We got a new bench. There was a message on the outside of the box that I appreciated so much that after I had the furniture put together, I actually cut that message off the box to save. Um, it said, um, "Be careful unpacking. I don't like pain."
Oh,
And I was just all like, "Me too, Bucks. Me too." You know.
Kindred
Uh,
spirit.
yeah. But it's the like I've talked about a little bit on the podcast. I've been doing seeing a counselor, going to therapy, and just recently got a message from my counselor that they've moved offices. So another thing I did this weekend was drive by the place where the new office is so that I know how to get there that might when I, have to go there again. Um, but that's technically new.
Yeah.
But yeah, gosh, I don't have a whole lot of new. Uh, we're heading into a new semester,
That we
and
are.
uh, new semesters always bring new challenges. And a thing that's kind of cool for us is that we also get to meet people that are coming into the campus new. Students and also faculty and staff. I mean, each year the campus community, the staff and faculty gets together for an opening meeting, and new employees are introduced and recognized, and we usually have some kind of mixer after that. A lot of times the library here has a new faculty mixer. We do the like Mustangs Roundup event where we're getting the freshmen coming in and telling them all about the library, and
sure
all
will
of
be
that.
happening soon.
Huh? Yeah.
The roundup will be happening soon.
Oh yeah, all of that is soon. All of that is next week. The opening meeting, the faculty mixer, the Mustangs Roundup, all of that is next week. It's like we're between semesters right now, but we're busy. Of course, that's one of the things that people don't know or forget about the library is that we're often working when other parts of the campus are closed down. It's like, we're open during spring break and, stuff. So yeah. But
Also open a lot later than most other departments.
oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. But that's as it should be. The library is the primary data center that servicing the MSU community, you know.
Hmm. Very much so.
For now.
For now.
You
For
never
always.
know.
AI is slop and should be burnt to the ground.
Yes, we got him. Yes.
As always, personal opinions that are stated on this program should in no way be considered to reflect the status or opinion of the campus in general. We cannot speak for the campus. Anytime we express an opinion, it is our own personal opinion.
Yes.
That is not a standpoint that is held by many people on our campus. That is my personal thing.
Indeed.
Okay. A little caveat for our legalese people.
Of course. I will say that if we are still talking about new beginnings, I will say going into this new semester is definitely strange for me because this is like the first year or semester really that I'm not enrolled in some type of school.
Mhm.
Uh, because like if we're technically talking high school down as well, I've been enrolled in academics. If we count those as academics, again, roll with me. Uh, I've been enrolled in school since I was like 4. And I'm turning 24 this month. Me and Sam both are. And so like it's a very weird experience to basically for almost 2 decades to be in this academic sense, and then now I'm just not. It's a very strange but very elating feeling. Like I feel lighter, if that makes sense. Like I'm not having to multitask multiple juggling balls at the same time.
Mm.
I can stick with just one for now, and then eventually move my way up as I get more comfortable with it again. But it's a very good feeling. I quite like having my own time. That was something that I am still very much looking forward to during the actual semester, not
Mhm.
having to constantly bounce between classes and then work and then classes and then projects and then labs and then something else, pick an option.
Discussion post, the discussion
Yes.
post.
Ugh. But I am glad that this like new horizon, as it were, for me at least, to like be an bystander almost,
Mhm.
but almost more involved again because I am a staff member here at Moffat.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm. It was weird because I was in this weird limbo state between phases before, where I was still an undergraduate and a full-time staff member, especially here. So it was a very like strange quasi. I know the back end better than you do, but I'm still being taught as if I don't know because I'm still an undergrad. The amount of times that I had classes, and Joe can attest to this, I was in these classes where I would be brought into the computer lab and they would teach me how to look stuff up in the library, like on the website in the computer lab. And then I would just kind of sit there and I would go, I know what the back end of this looks like. I know how to find every single book in here. I know what the employees only section looks like. And I would just kind of sit there in the back waiting because it was just like, this is all stuff I literally get paid to do, but I'm doing it in here anyway. But now that I'm in a far more like concrete position, it's it's strange because there are still people I know that are still enrolled, and then I'm gonna have to fully like be a more professional peer to peer, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna make fun of them because they're my friends, but like I also have to be like I am helping a patron and not like a fellow student, if that makes sense. Uh, but of course, if they are my friend, I will still like poke fun at them. That's not going away anytime too soon. Sam can attest to that. It works even between employees. I'll leave it there.
My feelings are hurt every day.
Twin behavior. Twin behavior. What can I say? Love
Wow.
you, Sam.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I speaking about because we've spoken a little bit about creativity in various ways.
Yes.
I I was on social media and I came across a post. It's someone that I've watched a few things from, and they said something kind of offhand. And this is not going to be a direct quote from them, and I can't tell you the person's real name, like the so that you can go and look them up. But it's Smudge. They do it's like random facts with Smudge. Um, but said that um, being creative is such an integral part of being human that if you aren't creating art of whatever kind, whether that art is drawing or writing or cooking or singing or whatever, if you're not creating art, you're creating problems. And I don't think that it was her intent to say something deeply philosophical and challenging, but that's sort of the way that I took it, just because I was like, oh yeah, that's really good.
That hit.
You know, um, and I think that when we create art, whatever that is, and again, writing, drawing, cooking, singing. In general, I feel like art is intended to have a positive impact on the audience, you know? Now that there's all kinds of things with that because it can be instructional or inspirational or entertaining, you know. Uh, but if you're not doing that, then very probably you're having a negative impact on your audience, whatever your audience is. So I was all like, yeah, there's a lot in that. But anyway, that was a thing.
What was that one quote? I don't remember who it's from either. But what was it? Art is meant to disturb the comforted and comfort the disturbed, or
Hmm.
something like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forget who says that, but
I
that feels something like that.
yeah, yeah. I've I
Let's
can't
see.
I can't. Okay, I'm gonna look it up for a second.
Sam the researcher.
I appreciate.
Wow, I just put art comforts and it immediately popped up.
Okay,
Nice.
Mexican poet and activist Cesar Cruz.
okay.
That name sounds familiar. I might know him from somewhere else, but I don't know from where.
Hmm.
It also was repeated by Banksy.
Sure,
Fair. Fair.
whoever that may be.
Somebody out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have been talking for several minutes now. Do we want to discuss anything else? Is there anything else important that we didn't get out that we need to make sure we get said in this episode?
I can't think of anything on my end specifically. I've been doing a lot of yapping. So here's hoping what I have been saying is worthwhile. But I got it all out of my system, I think. I
I
rehearsed it in the hard drive.
okay.
I
You good?
don't think I have anything. I
Okay.
don't think so.
All right. I've got a couple of announcements about things happening in the community soonish. So we'll go ahead and get those said. Okay. Throughout the month of August, the Wichita Falls Museum of Art is hosting multiple sessions of Make and Take at the museum. They'll provide the materials. You bring the creativity for these casual drop-in sessions. The WFMA is also hosting a sketchbook club, which is a fantastic way to turn a solo creative practice into a shared experience. The Sketchbook Club is open to all ages and skill levels with no registration required. As we're coming to the end of August, make sure you keep your eyes out for cyclists. The Hotter than Hell 100 will be having the big race and other events August 27th through 30th. The next After Hours Art Walk will be downtown Wichita Falls on September 3rd. Backdoor Theater, one of our local community theaters, is hosting an evening of improv on September 19th. And the rock band Foreigner is coming to K. Yeager Coliseum on September 29th. For more information about those things that I mentioned today and other local activities, check out the events section of the MSU Texas homepage and the calendar at discoverwichitafalls.com/events. And of course, if you have an event that you'd like us to announce, or if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for any or all of us, please send an email to library@msutexas.edu. Okay, last thoughts, final words?
If you're new coming in, we'd be happy to see you during Roundup and after.
Absolutely. Um, absolutely. Come by, come to my office. I have the coolest office in the
It's
library.
true.
I was going to
This
say
is
That
true.
one behind
Yeah.
him is
I was going to
awesome.
say on campus, but I don't know. I haven't been to every office on campus. I can't say that. Um, I have, and this is just a general announcement. If you're a student on campus, you'll hear this announcement multiple times. I have this bag of stickers, and I have anime stickers and all kinds of things. If you ever feel like you need a sticker, just come by my office and say, "Hey, can I have a sticker?" And I will give you one. And as I tell people, um, there are at least three reasons why you might need a sticker. You could be having a wonderful day and you need a prize in celebration. You could be having a terrible day and you need something to cheer you up. Or, and this is actually my favorite, you just need a touch of whimsy in your life. So if any of those affects you and you're in the library, swing by my office and I will give you a sticker. And then until next time, may the good news be yours.
Bye bye.